Barcelona. Let's talk about Barcelona. Now, I've got a lot of thoughts on Barcelona, so let me break it down into 3 sections. What I expected, the reality, and whether you should go there or not.
I'm the Mad Traveler. I'm traveling the world, and this is my adventure.
Before I got to Barcelona, I was actually nervous to go there. It was the first city that I was actually scared to go to. The problem was that the month leading up to me going to Barcelona, I had met so many people who had told me stories about Barcelona. They'd all been there. And the one thing that all of them had in common is they got their stuff stolen or they knew someone who got their stuff stolen. Either in the hostel room itself, just outside the hostel in the hostel lobby, or right inside one of the plazas with lots of people everywhere getting pickpocketed or having some whore come up to you when another one steals something from you. I mean, I was flooded, I was inundated with stories of people getting their stuff stolen. So naturally, I figured I was going to die and get all my stuff stolen when I went there. The other thing that they all said is that Barcelona is amazing. No one really clarified it because they couldn't remember, because they'd all been out drinking until 7 or 8 a.m. Now, not every tourist was like that, but the main theme was you'll get your stuff robbed, but it's an amazing city and you've got to go. So I figured, okay, I will go. Now, the reality of the city. I actually felt really, really safe there. Now, if you watch my Barcelona video, you'll know that it doesn't mean that I was safe. Like when I walked down the horse street on accident in the middle of the day, and when I saw someone get their stuff stolen and the police are running after the guy who did it. But I felt safe. And I spent probably a total of 3 weeks, maybe a month or more in Barcelona total. And I never once had anything stolen from me, never once got pickpocketed, never had any issues with the whores coming up to me and grabbing me and taking something, because I'm not stupid enough to go up to a whore or let a whore get close to me, except for the time when I accidentally went down the street. So the point is, I felt safe. Now I heard they had a big crackdown, so it's not as bad now as it used to be, but I wouldn't let your guard down. You always need to have your guard up when you're in Barcelona. That's for certain. But it wasn't as bad as I thought. Now, as far as it being fun. So Barcelona is a city in Spain. What do they do in Spain? Okay, they party until 6, 7, 8 a.m., especially on the weekends, and especially if you're around a lot of young people. But that's a Spain thing, not necessarily a Barcelona thing. I'll get back to that in a moment. But as far as the city is concerned, even though in my Barcelona video it looked really fun, there isn't that much to do in Barcelona. Everything that I showed in my video you can do in 1 or 2 days. You don't need a lot of time there to do it. And the city itself, it's kind of like a lot of boringness with a few interesting bits where Gaudi put his stuff dotted throughout the city. A few interesting Roman things, beach, a few interesting things dotted here and there. But it's not a plethora of interestingness, if you will. So, I didn't find it to be as exciting as they had told me. But it also wasn't as dangerous. Now let's get to my thoughts on the city and if you should go there. So, I think the problem, or not the problem, you might call it a problem, the reason my opinion on Barcelona differs than all the people I had met before I went there is because Barcelona was one of the last cities in Spain that I actually visited. I had been to so many other cities in Spain before Barcelona that I had experienced just great culture and rich, awesome old towns and cities that just go all over the place. And I mean, an amazing church that turned into a mosque and back to a church, and I experienced so many cool things, and I experienced so many cities that had so much more to offer as far as a Spanish experience, or what you would expect it to be, that by the time I got to Barcelona, Barcelona was just low on the totem pole. It just wasn't exciting. So what that means is this. If you have a choice of where to go in Spain, I would not go to Barcelona. However, Barcelona, in and of itself, not comparing it to other cities in Spain, is still a very interesting city. So, if you go there, you'll probably have a good time, But compared to everywhere else that I went in Spain, I would never tell you to go to Barcelona over any one of those other cities. Any one of them. Granada, Sevilla, Cordoba, Madrid, Valencia, Alicante, San Sebastian, all of those cities, a million times more interesting than Barcelona. So I'm not saying that Barcelona is bad. I'm just saying that if you want to get sort of a Spain experience, Barcelona is not really where you're going to get it. It's probably going to be it's the crummiest version of the Spain experience, I would say. So I like the city. I could see myself spending a lot of time there and living there. But as a tourist, I do not find that city very interesting, and I would never go back there again as a tourist.
Make sure to subscribe, rate, comment, and stay tuned. There's more to come.